Hello, I'm watching Lego School today.
These are 100
This
Lego
is
children.
this is
Today we're going to be
important.
educating them because I'm going to build a giant Lego school with classrooms, teachers, and everything else that a school could
Not
need.
this
So
new.
anyway, let's go. Let's begin by introducing the students who will soon be going to the school. This kid looks like that one bully who's going to make me give him too
No.
much money. There's also the one spoiled rich kid, the cool popular kid, the nerdy kid, the emo kid, that one kid who got held back 10 grades, and finally the class clown. Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. Now, before we begin building the school, the first thing that our students need are school supplies. So let's quickly run to the store and purchase them.
Draw the tree.
Okay, step one complete. Now we have all these
Complete.
essentials like pencils, these notebooks, backpacks, and lunch boxes. And for these, I just use briefcases. And now that our students have their school supplies, they're ready to start learning and getting smarter. So it's time to begin building the Lego school. And we have a lot of land to build it on, so we have no time to waste. The first thing I'm going to build is the entrance to the school. So I built this long hallway where soon all the classes for the school are going to go. I added lockers, that way the students can put their valuables away. A vending machine full of drinks, drinking fountains, a bell so people can know when class is over, and a speaker so the principal can make announcements.
Is that a principal
We
in
can
this?
now introduce the first staff members that will be working here, like the principal, the janitor, the school nurse, and school nurses love ice, so I even gave her some ice. And I also built all the teachers who will soon be teaching the different subjects here. But most importantly, every school needs a name.
They have a new library.
Because it makes sense since Lego
His
is
man
made of
is
plastic. Okay,
Mr.
now that our
Ken.
school has begun, it's time
Oh.
to build the first subject on our list, which is math. So in this
I
corner of
love
the school,
math.
I'm going to build a Lego math class. Inside, I built this desk for the teacher with a computer.
Oh
this
my God.
chalkboard, that way he can explain things to the class. And I even built all these desks for the students. And now that our first class is complete, it's time for the students to have their first day of school. But to get to school, they need a school bus. So that's the next thing we need to build. Okay, so I built this school bus, which has a removable roof, and inside are plenty of seats. We all know the loud, annoying kids are gonna sit in those back ones. There's a spot up front for the bus lady to drive, and this door, that way kids can get on and off the bus. So now we can send off the bus to go pick up kids from their houses and bring them to school. Okay, everybody is now in school, and these people already took their first quiz, and they got their grades back. And now that that's finished, it's time for them to progress to the next period on our list, which is science class. So next to the math class, I'm going to build a Lego science laboratory where people are doing different experiments. Like this kid is dissecting a piece of chicken, this kid's looking at stuff through a microscope, and this kid's trying to make a potion. What the heck is he mixing? And now that the students are getting smarter,
Oh
with a quick session of recess. Yes, everyone's favorite time during school. So in this area of the school, I'm going to build a Lego playground. Okay, now we can start adding things that a
no! And
playground.
I'm out to
The first
school.
thing I built is this giant slide, and to build the actual slide, I'm
That
using
is
this giant
different. I'm
Lego
out
piece.
to
Fun
school
fact,
in
it
the
actually
way
fits
to go to
perfectly with real Lego
recess.
bricks. I also built this working swing and this carousel that can rotate. Okay, let's see how fast we can spin it.
Oh my God.
No way! Bro is so nonchalant about that. I also built one of those springy chairs you sit on that go back and forth. And to build the actual spring that makes it work, I use this flexible tube piece. And the final thing I'm going to add is this seesaw that I built using a long plate. Okay, now that the playground is finished, I think that's enough playtime, so on to the next class. Our next subject is English class. So time to build the next classroom to add to our school. I use these special tiles with letters to build the alphabet, and up front there's two kids giving a class presentation. Okay, just by looking at this presentation, I can tell one person didn't even contribute, and the other person probably finished it the night before. Okay, now to continue building this school, it's gonna cost money. So I think this school should have its very own fundraiser. So to do that, I built this wagon, and I'm gonna fill it up with cookies. So now the students can go knock on people's doors and sell them. And now that the cookies have been sold, we have lots of money, and I feel like I'm in a rap music video. So we're ready to continue expanding the school. And the next thing that every school needs is its own bathroom. So in this space, I'm going to build two bathrooms, one for girls and one for boys. But of course, everyone knows how scary it can actually be going into a school bathroom. Because while you're trying to go, there's a chance that one random kid will spawn and try looking underneath the stall at you. The next thing the school needs is its own library. So next to the bathroom, I built a small library and I built these books using tiles. In the back, there's a quiet zone where people can read, where I added these 2 couches and this relaxing looking wall, which looks like a sky full of clouds. And when you're ready to check out your books, you can come up to this desk where there's a librarian ready to scan them. Okay, the next class we're gonna build for our school is PE class, because instead of exercising our brains, we're now
starting
gonna
with
exercise our bodies.
dodgeball.
So I built a Lego Gymnasium with a basketball court, and one of the most popular PE activities of all time is dodgeball. So I have these tiny balls, and now we can give them to the students so they can play. Uh-oh, this kid needs to go to the nurse's office. But we actually haven't built a nurse's office yet, so that's the next thing we need to make. There's a chair for patients to lay down in, and everyone knows that school nurses love ice, so I actually built an entire cooler full of it. So now the school nurse can get to work. Oh, yes, perfect. Actually, no, he needs more. Every school needs its own sports, and the most popular sport in the world is soccer, so why not give this school its very own soccer team? I built this team of students, and they're ready to play, but they need a place to practice, so outside in front of the school, I'm going to build a soccer field with 2 goals that I use these nets to build. But most importantly, every team needs its own mascot to represent it. So what about the Lego City hot dogs? Okay, that's very embarrassing. We're definitely getting bullied for that. What about the Lego City chickens?
Lego
Not
City
that either. Or the
Shark.
Lego City Sharks. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Sounds very tough. And now that our team is ready, we can send them off to play their first game. And while they do that, let's build the next class to add to our school, which is art class. Inside, there's a table where people can paint, and it looks like they're already working on their first assignment. There's a cabinet in the back with bottles of paint, and in the very corner, there's a bin where students have to put their phone because no phones are allowed in class. Okay, now before sending the students off to their next class, it's time for a quick lunch break. So in the middle of the school, I'm gonna build a cafeteria where they're gonna eat. It looks like this table's where all the popular kids are sitting, and for today's meal, it's apples and pizza. And now that the students have eaten, their brains are nourished and they're ready to continue their day. Okay, every school has bad kids, like this kid who's cutting in line at lunch, this kid who's using his bathroom pass to play games on his phone, and this kid's pushing another kid off the slide. So the next thing we need to build is a principal's office to send them to. The principal is extremely strict, and she even has a phone
Is
on
that
her
Miss
desk.
Karen?
She can call the students' parents and tell them what they did. There's a filing cabinet to keep all the students' records, and there's even a couch where the students will sit for their time out. The next class on our list is special because it's actually an online class. So my plan is to build a Lego Zoom call. I started by building this giant black screen with buttons on the bottom, and I left empty spaces to put all the cameras of the people in the call, like the teacher who's ready to teach the class. This first student forgot that his camera's on. This student is trying to take a nap while calling, and this kid has really crappy internet.
Oh my god.
Okay, we only have one more class left until our school is finished, but there's a few more things that every school needs, like an auditorium where the school can hold special meetings and events. Like right now, the students are putting on their very own talent show. Every school also has clubs, so I built a room for all the school clubs to take place in, like chess club, robotics, photography club, and debate club. They're debating right now if pineapple should be on pizza. And now, we're ready to build the final class for our school, and this time, it's music class. So there's a conductor with sheet music ready to lead the class, and everyone else has their instruments and is ready to play.
Oh my god.
Let's break and go. Our Lego school is finally finished. Wait, what's Drake doing here? But to celebrate this brand new Lego school, I think we should send the students off to their very first school field trip. So they're gonna go to the zoo. And while they do that, I think it's also time to give this school its very own yearbook. Okay, let's see how it turned out.
Wow.
Wow, that actually turned out really good. Very well done. But I also just realized I think this school is about to experience its very first snow day. Okay, it looks like school's getting canceled for a week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.